So a time that I was highly satisfied with my job was when I got promoted to manager at my current working place. That was 2 years ago. So I was working as a packaging and handling person, and I would just package the whole day. It was just a pretty simple, boring job. So because I was doing that, I had to go manually get the items. It wasn't an Amazon distribution center where the item would come to you. You would have to go get the item. So they would make me go and get the items from, like, top shelves, bottom shelves, something like that. And it was pretty new warehouse, so they didn't have everything set up, which resulted in me looking for stuff for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes, even longer. And it was just kind of very annoying. So what I ended up doing was on my spare time, started labeling the shelves, and then I started making an Excel sheet. And I just pretty much just inventoried the whole warehouse. It took me about like 4 months, but it also got me introduced to a lot of items that I didn't know. And then, so then what ended up happening, because I did all that, is that I was familiar with all the products and where they are at, even without the sheet. And then once I showed it to the boss and everything, and he was very impressed. And then that also opened up a lot of other areas of inventory management, where we started noticing that some of the employees were taking some items. The manager was doing something behind the boss's back, and so he ended up getting fired because of it. So in a way, I fired him. I got him fired, but he wasn't the best guy, so you still get fired. Anyway, so I was promoted and I was compensated for it, so that made me really happy. So the reason why it was very satisfying is because I took something that wasn't satisfying for me, and I made it into something that was easier for me. So there was this autonomy that, like, instead of me going for something like that, looking for hours, like, it's just there. I just have to search it up on the computer where it is, and I know where it is. And it wasn't like, we had to spend thousands on a program. It was just Google Sheet. So everybody has access to it. They can just look at it from their phone and stuff like that. Just the workers. Yeah, so that was that. And then a time that I was dissatisfied was a time when I couldn't find a job. So I started working as a waiter. Oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible mentally, physically, and it was just exhausting. So I was working, and then customers are so rude to waiters. I don't understand, like, why. I'm taking care of your food. Why are you so mean? But the part was the boss. He was just a horrible boss. There was no feedback because it was my first job, and he knew about it. It was my first time, first job as a waiter. He knew about it, but he wouldn't give proper feedback, and there was just not like... I was just not like a significant part of the company, like the restaurant. I was just, it didn't make me feel special working. It just made me feel like, oh, I'm just doing this because I have nothing else to do. And the owners and the managers just didn't care about any of the waiters. It was like they didn't respect the schedules of the waiters. They didn't respect any of that. They just said, if you don't want to come in that time, you're fired. And so it was basically, there was no... it was not like I was not like a significant part of the company, and it just didn't make me feel like I deserve this job, or like, I belong here. And that was pretty much it. In the other part, like I said, there was no feedback, like, am I doing good, am I doing bad? They'll just tell me, hey, we're not happy with you, but they won't tell me why they're not happy with me, and it was just terrible.